Right, hello guys, here we are with our LEVC TXE Taxi, and we are with the side for hire light. As you can see, it is glowing yellow. It's a bit hard to see in the bright sunlight, but it is glowing yellow, which means my light is for hire. Now, as you know, if we switch the meter on to hired, the yellow should disappear and we should get blue. So let me just change that. Okay, so now the yellow has gone, but I have no blue. The blue is either too faded to shine through or it's completely gone. So I need to fix that. So let me show you how to do it. Right, so holding the front of the unit like that, with your thumb underneath, just squeeze and pull forward and it dislodges the little clips here and here. And then this exposes a rather overly complicated circuit board inside. Now, previous generations of taxis, you would just have a couple of festoon lights in here. You would have 3 or 4 for the amber and maybe 1 for the blue light. They'd all be clear bulbs and they would have a yellow lens here and a blue lens there, hence the different colouring light. But with everything these days, everything gets more complicated. So we have this cable here, okay, which comes from the meter, and that is accessible by pulling forward your trim. And as you can see, the plug connection is there if you did need to disconnect it. Now, we don't need to be touching that. This wire comes in. As you can see, there are 3 wires. There's a black, a yellow and a blue. The black is the ground wire. The yellow is the positive feed for when your light is for hire, i.e. yellow light, yellow wire. And then the blue wire, you've guessed it, is the positive feed for the blue lights when you're hired. So really simple. Now, the feed to here is 12 volts. Now these tiny little SMDs, surface mounted LEDs, okay, they only run on, I don't know, I think it's about 2 volts. Cannot pump 12 volts into these, it will burn them straight out. So pretty much all this circuit board is just to reduce down the power from 12 volts to the amount of voltage required for these LEDs. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10, 11, 12. They're all yellow. Okay, so when they're on, the light glows yellow. When you go for hire, the yellow ones switch off, and 1, 2, 3 glow blue. Now, mine have actually burnt out completely. So if you are a dab hand with soldering irons and such things, you could source replacement SMD LEDs to mount onto this board, but I'm going to do something much simpler. I'm going to use one of these. This is a T10 LED bulb. So T10s are ones that go in lots of cars. They get used for like vanity lights, interior lighting. They might even be used in number plate, registration plate lights. So they have 2 wires there, positive and negative, and these are polarity sensitive, so you have to put positive to positive, etc. But these run directly off of 12 volts, so we can get a feed off of the input there. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to be bending out the wires of the legs of the light, the lamp light unit like this. Okay, like that. We'll then solder a wire to each leg. This bulb will get mounted here like so. The wires will run up, one to the black incoming and one to the blue incoming, and then when we cycle through our for hire meter or our hire meter, we will get these yellow lights on still, the surface mounted ones, but the blue light will get generated from this T10 bulb like that. So let me get this wired up. Okay, here we are, we've got our T10s, and with my Sharpie I've marked the leg that is the negative, black for negative. I've done that just by connecting it up to a 12 volt battery there. Okay, now what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to take off the blue bit, so when you straighten the legs out, you see that you can just pull off the black shroud like that. Now, so there you go, there's the shroud in there. Now what I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to join 2 of these together because I think we'll get a better distribution of light that way. So I'm going to pull that one off, going to wrap the 2 black legs together, or the 2 negative legs together, solder them together, likewise with the positive ones, and then connect up a couple of wires and we should be good to go. Right, so there we go. I have soldered my 2 T10 bulbs together. twisted the legs together and then soldered a couple of wires together. Now this can go into the lamp unit. Now the lamp unit is divided into two sections. It's got a plastic bar across here. The reason being is that's because when the blue light is on, you don't want to illuminate this top bit which says for hire, so there's a bar across there. Now we've got to get the wires from down here to up there. So what I've done is, using a 4mm drill bit and my gas torch, I've heated up the end of the drill bit and I just poked that down through there and put a 4mm hole down through this plastic bar, which will allow me to pass the wires through up to there. So now I can take the unit and we can pass the wires up through the hole like that, and then the electrical tape that I put around the cables there sort of taper into the hole like that, and position the bulbs just in the middle where the old blue LEDs on the circuit board used to be. And then I'll place a cable tie around the wires as they emerge above the bar to keep the lights in position. Right, so there we go, it's soldered in. We've got our ground wire going to the ground incoming, and we have got our positive wire to these new LEDs going to the blue incoming wire there. So this is all dictated by the meter. So if I scroll through the meter, you'll see the phases of lights. High light on, meter on, meter stopped. Right, now let's put the lens back on. So top bit in first, bottom bit in like so. And then once again, let's scroll through the sequence, bearing in mind it's a bright day today. For hire, hired. Right, so there you go, there is my side for hire light fixed with these T10 bulbs. I got these on Amazon. You got a pack of 10 for £6.80. So you're looking for LED T10s, 12 volt power in blue. Now obviously if the yellow lights was to start breaking on your for hire light, you could get these in the amber and yellow colour and it would also fix it. Now this unit here is £82 I think for a replacement, yet you can replace it, or rather repair it yourself, using these bulbs for really a couple of quid a go. There you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, check out some of my other videos, and I shall see you again very soon. Cheers, goodbye.